Well, as you guys know, this is the Planter Herb Garden Challenge. This is the last update, June the 25th, the last update. So we just coming out and just showing the appreciation and trying to encourage all the gardeners, everyone who put in the work, who went through the challenge, who stick to the end. We just want to support everyone, even the people who did not reach to the end, but at least they try. Shout out to you guys. We appreciate each and every one. So I just want to give thanks, man. Thank you guys. Without you guys, there wouldn't be a Planter Home Garden Challenge, and this is our second year. So I truly appreciate you guys. Well, on my side, guys, it's burning up, burning up. Sometimes we get in 101, 95. This is the type of weather I've been getting for the past few weeks. But guess what? We're gonna hang in there because we got to eat, right? We got to eat, so we got to do what we got to do to make sure that these plants stays alive and able to produce food. All right. So even though the weather is hot, you got to do what you got to do to make sure you're able to get food or some herbs. All right. Yes, guys. So I just want to say, man, I just want to say thanks to all. Thanks to all. Thanks to all who participate in this challenge. I just want to say thank you all. Appreciate each and every one of you. I know it was a journey, I know it was a struggle, but you guys pulled through it. I also want to say thanks to all the people who donate to the challenge. So we have variety of aspect. Shout out to variety of aspect. Shout out to Fifi Joe Urban Homestead. Shout out to Jim Mama Grows. And shout out to TIEGY. Yes, we appreciate each and every one of you for donating that someone, a few people, could actually walk away with prices. Ain't that a blessing? Such a blessing, man, for real. I'm looking at some videos and what I'm seeing, man, I got to give it to you guys. I really got to give it to you guys. You guys did wonderful. Yes. Let me see. You guys did an amazing job. All right. Okay. I'm trying to call out a few names. I don't know, but I'm going to call out some name, guys. I'm going through. I'm going to say shout out to each and every one of you guys. You know, shout out to Urban Garden Chronicles. Shout out to Bougie Prepper. These are participants I'm calling out. I, you see, I don't like do it because sometimes it's so hard to remember everyone's name. So, but I mean, shout out to My Chaotic Garden. Shout out to Fifi Urban Homestead. This is gonna put me in a spot now because it's so much people. I'm basically trying to get to the people who push to the end. Shout out to G Mama Grows. Yes, don't get me wrong. I'm shouting out everyone who participate in the Home Garden Challenge. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being a part of Plant a Home Garden Challenge. I know sometimes things happen because we have our daily life. So I understand that some people had also for step out. I understand. So, but I just want to thank you all for taking the time out to even want to join. So we appreciate all the people who take part, whether you went to the end or not. But as you know, we had some rules, and you guys know. I ain't even gotta say it. You guys know all the rules and everything we have. But like I said, shout out to everyone. Now we're gonna be focusing on the people now who did not fall out. Okay? Who continue. So you have Black Guns and Gardening. Shout out to Black Guns and Garden. Shout out to Duval City Girl. That's right, Duval City Girl. Shout out for Ty, Ty GSY Enjoy Gardening. So yes, shout out to you. Shout out to all of you guys who participate in this. Guys, if I miss your name tonight, trust me, I'm not gonna miss your name on that day, on the 30th. But if you don't hear your name, still remember, shout out to you. All right? Shout out to OG Living Life. Shout out to you. I mean, shout out to everyone, man. It's a lot for me to go through now. I can't remember everyone right at this moment who pushed to the end. But I just want to say, you guys did an amazing job. That's what I can say for sure. And LP, shout out to LP. Yes, shout out to you. Thank you all for pushing really down to the end. I think on the 30th, I'm gonna call maybe I might call out everybody name and just thank you all. But as you know, guys, for the people who push to the end, they're the one we gonna be focusing right now. Okay, let me see. So what's up, guys? How you all doing? I hope you all doing wonderful. I know come out the garden, man. I know come out the garden. I did a lot of work in the garden today, man. I'm telling you. And I want to say shout out to Buji Prepper for creating that thumbnail. That thumbnail is awesome. Yeah, shout out to you for that. Appreciate that. And most of all, man, I want to shout out the people. You understand? I want to shout out the people who was promoting this challenge. All the people who was promoting this challenge from the beginning to the end, shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to all the people who was posting it up on their community page. Shout out to all the people who was mentioning the challenge. Shout out to all the people who understand what this challenge about and pushing towards it. Shout out to each and every one of you. Yes, I appreciate each and every one. Plant a Herb Garden Challenge is something that put together for us to become greater, for us to fill ourselves with knowledge, for us to learn, for us to learn about different herbs and how to grow them. There's a lot of benefit in this challenge. This challenge designed that at the end of it all, you learn so much. If you ain't learn anything, I don't know what to say because I wasn't a part of it. I'm the host. I'm the host of the challenge, but I've learned so much. I've learned so much in this challenge. I've learned about new herbs that I never saw heard of, and I also see the challenge people go through with with the germination of the seed. Some people had also reset, which we was encouraging that. Keep resetting more seeds. And I think you all did great. I think. Because at the end of the day, it's 10 different herbs you're dealing with. 10. And you start them from indoors. You start the herb from indoors. And the weather has changed. I'm not sure if everybody dealing with this drought we're going through now, this heat wave. I know some people dealing with it, but I don't know if everybody dealing with it. But this drought we're dealing with, man, you got to be careful where you put them. You know what I'm saying? Because in like I keep saying, the midday heat is not something easy to deal with. When we say the midday heat, what we mean? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. That type of heat, you don't want to put your herbs them in that, man. They will dry them out. But we reach a stage now where we all understand this is our final upload. This is basically the final upload, and you guys doing great. Just make sure you get your video up before 12 o'clock tonight, guys. Don't wait and don't procrastinate. Get your video up tonight because on the 30th, that's when we will be judging. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people who is watching. All right? There's a lot of people who just watching to see who did not follow the rules and all them thing, okay? Okay. I'm trying to drop the, hold on. So what's up, guys? All right, guys, the link is in the chat. Anyone feel like come up and talk about this challenge today? This is the opportunity, guys. This is the opportunity. You can come up and you could talk, you could say whatever. Well, let me see here. Yeah. All right. Okay, so the link is in the chat, guys. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? What's going on, Mike? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. See you don't upload that video, man. I know I was watching the video a little while ago. Yes, yes, yes. See you guys in plane, man. I like the energy, man. I like the energy. And I just appreciate the effort. And even though, you know what make me think too, man? Let me tell you. Watching people not giving up. Yes, that's up. Even though you're dealing with all them challenges, you still ain't give up. And this is what it's about. This is what it's about. It's about showing people that I'm not going to give up. Don't matter the challenges, don't matter the struggle, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to still continue pushing to the end. So I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. You guys make this possible. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you, man. Yes. Yes. Oh, them pepper doing good, Mike. You see the ones them that get, some of them get bite off, the head get bite off, they already start going up again. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I'm just hoping that nothing go and bite off the head again. That's what I'm hoping. But other than that, they're doing wonderful. Right now they're loaded with pepper right now. Yeah, they're loaded with pepper right at this moment. And they bite down like about 4 of them. Like about 4 of them they bite down. So the rest of them picking the height, and then the ones them that get bite pushing out new leaf growing up. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I was playing a few videos today. I was running a few videos like some of the participants. I was running a few videos this morning, which I think I might run a couple more today. And then on that night, I'm going to be running from one channel their whole journey. I'm going to run videos for other people, but I can't promise everyone the whole journey. But because of the effort that you guys push, man, the effort, not giving up, pushing to the end, that means a lot. I'm telling you. But this is things I like to see. Not giving up. I'm telling you right now, I'm dealing with the kind of weather I'm dealing with right now. The other day, I see 101. It's pure 90s for the past couple of weeks. And it's not easy, it's not plants. That's a lot of heat for plants. And the thing is, without water, that's the thing. So it's challenging, but still everything is growing, and that's what's matter, you know what I'm saying? But you can't make that discourage you see? Not because you see in the rain, the earth dry till it wanna crack. You just gotta remember, I gotta get some food. So you can't give up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you living and your living expense. You have a job and the job take care of your living expense, but you don't like the job. All right. Yes, but you don't like your job. But that does not mean you're gonna give up and walk away. You gotta make sure you get another job to take care of your bills, or you create a business, something to get you going before you decide to give up. So we can't just give up. Doesn't matter sometimes the circumstances is real tight. So sometimes it's like, I gotta give up. But no, man, sometimes we just gotta keep pushing. All right? So the energy that you guys give on this journey, amazing. The weather feeling beautiful right now. It's not too hot. Today it was burning up. It was definitely burning up today, but it feels better now. It feels more cool. When you look at the plants now, you actually seeing, when you look at them in the middle of the day, man, you naturally see their leaf, like they just drop down. But now, everything just wake right back up, man. Right back up. I just hope you guys able to get a beautiful garden season this year. I hope you guys able to harvest as much herb as you can. I'm just hoping, Give me 1 second, guys. I think I'm gonna show you guys 1 second. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. You know, this is Planta. When I tell you guys about, okay, let me cut this music off. In a second, guys. Okay. Like when I encourage you guys, encourage you guys to grow herbs. You know, I mightn't be in the Herb Garden Challenge because I'm the host, and I want to encourage you guys because, I'm not really playing. You know what I'm saying? You see these? These is fresh herbs I've been harvesting all through the year. This is a mixture of herbs. We have cornflower, we have dandelion, we have lemongrass. The smell of it is amazing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm encouraging you guys, but I'm also doing it the same. So all these is air dry. Let me show you how. This is lemongrass. You see how the air dry and they look so, so green, and this is what I love. Air dry, not sun dry. So it into crispy and ready to break up. You see what I'm saying? We even have rosemary. So this is basically a bag that I pack with my fresh herbs that I grow. So you have it in this bag. This bag, it give it a little air. So it is no room for no mold, because you got to be careful to. Sometimes you have these herbs in areas, and what happen is you they end up start to get damp and they start to get mold. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you have it where it could get some type of air. So this bag, there's a small hole that it could get air. Then I also have it in another bigger bag. Okay? So even though I have it in this, I still have it in a bigger bag. So some type of air gonna circulate, because you don't want them to gather mold. And this work perfect. This work perfect. So no mold ain't gonna gather, because there's air getting through this. Beautiful. And you know what? The scent remain. That's why I love air dry. Because the thing with sun dry, it get crispy. From the time you do that, it start rolling up. But the air dry, it's it's so clean, pretty green, just this pretty green. I don't know if you guys can see. This is mint. This is just mint here. Same bag. And the scent of the mint did not go anywhere. Okay, let me see what Mike say. Yes, that's what you. Okay, all right, all right. I'm gonna do right. Yes, yes, because the scent remain, the strength remain, and a lot of herbs as well. A lot of herbs, when you dry them, sometimes you see they get dry, and you believe, oh, they're too dry now. Let me throw them away. No, As soon as you add them back in water, it just comes right back to life. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm not knocking no one, but I do not like to dehydrate. Or dehydrate, I believe it suck out a lot of the nutrients and what we need out of the plant. So what I do, I air dry. I cut them and I air dry them. You cut them in an area and you air dry them. The thing about it too, you don't wanna have them in an open area where all dust and thing flying and getting into them. That's why this is beautiful, because this timer eliminate the dust and also air get through it. So because when you go in and make your tea with these herbs, you just expect to go, because you don't clean them, you wash them really good, you dry them, you air dry them, and you put them away nicely. So every time you're ready, you just go and take some out and you dip in your tea. You see, so but you want to have something that to keep the dust and everything out of your herb. So this work, I have this already dry. Then I have another bag right here. I have another bag. Let me see if I can show you guys. It have an area that you can see through, so you're able to see in the bag, and also the material of the bag also have some little fine fine hole. So once you store them in the bag, once you store them in the bag, you you're not gonna get mold like that, because there's little air seeping through. But at the same time, there's no dust to get in the bag. There's no dust. You protect it. You see, because this is your herbs you will be drinking your tea from. So air dry, and always try to keep them in these type of bags, because these type of bags really help protect your herbs. Beautiful. And the way you dry them, the scent remains. It's so strong and poking. And it's not in a way that if you press it, it starts falling apart. It remains because it air dry properly. Now let me show you. I'm going to cut some lemongrass. And this is what I'm seeing, guys. This is the benefit of the Herb Garden Challenge. And this is what I've been telling you guys for a long time. The benefit is a lot of benefit. So even though I mightn't be participating, and I'm just mightn't be participating, but I'm just the host. I'm actually getting my herbs together. I'm getting my winter herbs together. So during the winter, I have tea to last me during the winter into next spring. That's how I do it, guys. Okay, let me see what Mike saying. Organized bag, wedding bag, two bag leave of those bags. Okay, okay. Truly name. Do okay, all right. But they work beautiful, I'm telling you. You ain't got, because I'm telling you, sometimes if you ain't be careful, and you got to listen to me, you have to be careful, because you could have herbs and they enjoy properly. These are kitchen herbs. They enjoy properly, and they start to create mold. They start to get mold, and they start to get some white thing growing on them. That's not good for you. That's not good for your health, because something is actually growing on top of them. So in this case, you don't have that problem. And I don't have this type of problem. It works great for me. There should be some sort of air circulation able to get to them. Not dust, but air. if people want to sort, okay, we might say organized bag, wedding bag, tool bag are name of those bag. Okay, Mike. Yes, I appreciate that. All right, so guys, check in the chat. You're gonna see where Mike writing. Mike writing the name of these bags. I have a whole package. I have a whole package because I always keep myself, and the name is on it too. I always try to keep myself equipped because I don't believe in buying tea bags. I don't believe in doing that. If you're a gardener, you should be growing enough herbs that you can store your own tea. Like I now show you guys, invest in things to secure your food properly, secure your herbs properly. I see people before, I see people before where their herbs, the white things start growing on their herbs. Because number one, the herbs wasn't dry properly enough. Then there was no air circulation. So yes, this is what more love dampness. Once a place is damp, more love that and more will grow. So you got to be careful. Let me show you. I'm going to give me a minute. I'm going to cut a few herbs, lemongrass. I'm going to cut some lemongrass. 1 second. Sorry for that, guys. All right. Okay, Mike say, I use those bags in front of force day also. Okay, all right, all right. Very, I think these bags, you should always have these bags is usual kind of. No, you see, these are fresh lemongrass. So now, these lemongrass that I now cut, these for me to make fresh tea. Okay, this is gonna be for fresh tea. So what I'm doing, I'm actually storing lemongrass and all different type of herbs, and now this for me to make fresh tea. So this is what we do. No, what we do now, let me show you what we do. We take these and we wash them really well. Wash them real good. If you smell this lemongrass, it smells just like lemon, right? You take these and you wash them really well. And what I do, I take a piece of string and I tie to the top up here and I hang it up just like this. I hang it up just like this. But you want to make sure where you hanging it up, it ain't outside. You can't hang it up outside. You don't want no dust and all kind of stuff get to them. So what I just do, I have a line, I hang it up, but I have something cover over the line, something like the same cloth where air goes through. So these take the time and dry. These might dry maybe like 5 days. They dry properly. 5 days depends on the humidity inside. They might dry, and then just like that, you take them. And you know when you dry them like this, the color remains. They don't get dark and brown, and the color remains, right? Just like what I'm showing you here. This is the lemongrass. The color remain green. It don't get dark. It just remain green and fresh, and the scent still remain. So mhm, I'm gonna keep it in a bag at all time because you don't want no dust, anything get on them. Right. So now, guys, we have marigold. These are marigold. These as well. These I'm also gonna make some fresh tea with these. So I'm not gonna store these, but I also store these as well. I also store the leaf from the plant itself as well. So this is a marigold, and like this, I'll wash them really good. Wash them really good and tie them together like this and allow them to air dry. When they air dry, they look pretty the same way. They look pretty and beautiful. And when you smell them, the scent is still there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling no one how to do their stuff. But for me, the oh, you love that, Mike? Okay. All right. Me too. Me too. No, dehydrating. Don't get me wrong. If you got to dehydrate, you just got to dehydrate. I don't dehydrate for a certain purpose. Neither I don't dry them in the sun for a certain purpose. Because somehow or the other, they dry it out too much. Then it gets so crispy that when you do so, it just falling apart. But when you air dry them, they remains just like how they is whole. So that's why I love air drying them. Tea and oil from them. Exactly. Exactly. What I'm gonna do now, I'm also gonna cut a limb because many people do your own research, okay? I'm not a doctor here. I'm just showing you things that I use and I cut and how I dry them and this type of stuff, okay? Do your own research on these plants. Now, some people, this is marigold. Do your research on marigold. It have a lot of benefit, lots of benefit. Now, I'm gonna cut a lane because some people only believe you could only use the flowers. Some people believe you could only use the flowers, but I use the flowers and the leaf. I use both of them. So let me cut a lemon and show you, okay? Okay, sorry for that, guys. Great for animals to depth. You talking the stuff they might. This one is cornflower. This is another beautiful one to make tea. This is another amazing flowers. It's a flowers, but it's also a herb. This I use this and make tea. I just love the tea, man. The tea is beautiful. This is the marigold. I cut a limb. If you see how these marigold plant grow so massive, these plants, this is just a limb right here, small limb. But even though the weather is so hot, these things grow so massive and they pushing flowers. Man, listen, almost every 2 days you could go and harvest flowers. You see? So now this is another thing I use for my tea, the leaf. I dry the leaf the same way like how you cut this, hang it up, wash it properly, hang it up, protect it, let it air dry, and all these. But what I'm saying, guys, I'm not telling you to just go and use all these type of herbs at one time. That's not what I'm telling you. If you notice what I'm doing, I'm harvesting them, drying them, and put them up. So from time to time, if I feel like, you know what, let me drink some corn flour tea today, I could just go and grab some corn flour and make some tea. If I feel like I might need some, it's time for me to drink some marigold, I will do that as well. If I feel like today I want to drink some mint tea, I'll do that. I'll go and get some. You see, so, but the thing is, I give breaks. I give breaks. I don't just drink every day, different thing every day. No, I'm gonna drink marigold for a few days, then I'm gonna stop, take a break, drink some hot cup of water every morning before I move on to another herb. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just going from herb to herb because you understand too much of one thing is good for nothing. So you have to be mindful. You got to be careful. You cannot just be. And please speak to your doctor before using these herbs. Okay? Please speak to your doctor because what works for me might not works for you, and what works for you might not works for me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna put them up because no, do you realize how much if you all what I show you, do you realize if you got to buy them, how much it gonna cost you? Like what I now show you, all this, the marigold, the marigold, and the cornflower. If you go to the store, you're not gonna get these for free. You can't go to the store and ask them for these for free. They're gonna wanna know if you're nuts. You see what I'm saying? So if you growing them, you could store them. And like I said, you can dry them however you want or however you like. For me, is air drying. I love air drying, and I tell you the reason of air drying. Air drying, let me tell you my experience of air drying. And give me a second, guys, 1 second. The difference between, for me, I never dehydrate, so I don't know the result from dehydrate, but I know from the sun. Now, if you trying to air dry these plants, it's gonna take longer, but when you're done, you will still able to squeeze them and they crumble to pieces. You see what I'm saying? And when you smell them, the scent is still there. The poking scent is still there. Versus in the sun, when you dry them in the sun. When you dry them in the sun, sometimes by the time you decide to take them out, and when you squeeze them, they just fall into pieces. You see? They fall to pieces. So this is why I focus on getting them now. Now the weather is beautiful, the weather is hot. Put them indoors where the humidity, and allow it to air dry. Once it air dry, you will love it. I'm telling you, I already air dry these, and these things feel like no crispy at all. They feel like foam, naturally foam. If you air dry them, they would be breaking to pieces. Let me show you this. You see, you have marigold inside it too. You see that? Let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. This is the marigold after it air dry. It's still looking fresh, even though it air dry. It ain't look, you see, and it dry, but it's still looking fresh. That's what I like with air dry. So if you squeeze them, they're still not gonna crumble. These grass, you squeeze them, nothing crumble, they remain the same. That's why. That is the reason why I love. That's the reason why I prefer air drying. I just love it. It don't, whatever, it don't, it keeps whatever it is inside of it. The sun dry it out. This is sage. This is sage that air dry. You see what I'm saying? If it's sun dry time as you do this, it's all gonna be breaking and falling off. But because it air dry, it stick together. You see? And the scent is still there poking because the sun did not dry it out to make it crispy. You see? Don't get me wrong, guys. We all do things different. I'm just showing you how I do mines and it works for me. So I'm sure somebody else might tell you dehydration is better. I'm sure somebody might tell you doing it in the sun is better. You understand? But for my experience, because I'm doing these things for years, guys. I'm growing my herbs them for years. I'm saving my herbs for years. So I've learned so much. So there's many ways. You see, so you put them in a bag like this, and you have an area where you could see through, so you could be looking in and seeing what taking place. So you gotta you have to, if when you're prepping, you have to prep right. You got to do things right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want nothing to spoil. You check what I'm saying? If you don't dry them properly, if you don't dry the herbs properly, and if you don't give them some type of airflow, like sometimes we put them in bottles. Sometimes we dry our herbs and we put them in bottles. But guess what? They did not dry enough. And that little dampness that they have within them create a mole. And the mole gonna start growing because mole love dampness. So by the time you catch yourself, you might have to throw away all your herbs. Why? Because they're all full of mold. So be careful, guys. I'm giving you serious tips here tonight. Be careful, because you don't want to be drinking mold on your stomach. I'm telling you, it mightn't be healthy at all. Some people might do it and nothing happened to them. And some people might do it and get, you know. So don't run the risk, and then you end up, you know. So just secure yourself properly, grow these herbs. I show you how I do mine. Start preparing yourself. So when you cut your herbs, you dry them, however you want to dry them, whether you want to dehydrate them, whether you want to dry them in the sun, that's you. But make sure they dry properly. And if they could get some type of airflow, that will help as well. I'm not telling you to leave them outside in the air. That's not what I'm saying. Or just leave them in a room open up. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just let them get some little type of air to breathe. Is important. It's important for them to breathe. You see? It's important. Sometimes, sometimes if you ain't be careful, you you could put them in bags. Some people might put them in plastic bags. Right? Some people might put them in plastic bag and the plastic bag sweat. Some of them plastic bags sweat. And because plastic bags sweat, it could create some moisture. And because of that moisture, the moisture could turn into mold. And just like that, you might got to throw away all your herbs then. So be careful, be mindful. But what I'll say, what is better? What is better than able to walk outside and pick some fresh lemongrass, pick some fresh marigold, pick some fresh cornflower? Please tell me that you grow, and you know what you put around them. What is better than that, man? You see? So now you walking and stowing what you have, right? You walking and you stowing what you have. Then you continue. So you stowing, but now you drinking the fresh one. So now if you want some fresh minty, you just go and grab some fresh mint. If you want some fresh lemongrass, you just go and cut a few lemongrass and you cut them. And you wash them and you make some fresh tea. So what I'm saying, guys, I'm encouraging the people to grow some herbs, but I'm not just sitting and telling you guys, oh, grow some herbs. I'm actually growing mine as well. Okay, because I don't believe in buying tea bags. I don't believe in that. I don't think anyone, if you're growing food, if you're growing your own herbs, should even be buying tea. Because you should be, there's so much herbs you growing that you could make tea from. You could make tea from basil. Basil, that's tea right there. Many of them you could make tea from. So all you got to do, make sure you clip them. You make sure you clip. And when you clip, you wash and you dry. Clip, wash and dry. You hold some for you to use right away. But you clip, wash and dry. By the end of the summer, you might have more herbs than you think. And in the spring, the thing is, where I now cut this from? I have 3 roots of lemongrass, right? I have 3 roots of lemongrass. I have two in ground. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Exactly. Save some for winter. I agree with that. You know, I have two, 3 lemongrass, 3 root of lemongrass. I had one and I split it up. In the spring, I split it in three. I put two in ground and I put one in container. And the one that you others harvest from is the one in the ground. The one in the container is so big and beautiful. I didn't even want to. This is where I now harvest these from. I didn't even want to cut them, but we want to see our garden green and full of flowers. And but listen me, if that's what you want to see, then you're not gonna be harvesting anything. These lemongrass grow back so fast. From the time you cut them, couple days after the fruit full again. So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to cut your herbs them, though, because the more you cut them is the more they grow. So don't hesitate to cut them. Cut and save. Cut and save. So now after the winter, after the summer, we into the fall where the weather start changing, the weather start getting a little chilly. Now we turn to all the herbs that we grow and save during the summer and the spring. Now we can start making our tea instead of we gotta go and buy a little piece of mint in a bag for how much? When you have the opportunity to save. No, once you wet back that mint, even the mint dry, once you put that mint in hot water, it revive itself. You see what I'm saying? So it's still poking, especially to me, from my experience, especially if you air dry them. If you air dry them, I think you get more out of them than if you sun dry them and dehydrate them. But listen me, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not here to tell you how to do it. You do what you gotta do, but this is an option as well you could look into, especially in the summer. You can air dry a lot of food, lot of herbs in the summer. There's a Don't get me wrong, there's some herbs. You know what? Let me cut a limb for you guys because I want to explain. I want to show you guys what I'm saying. There's some herbs that very thick and it's not gonna be easy to dry. Most of the time, these herbs, what I do, I blend them together and keep them in the refrigerator so I can use it. But if you want to dry them to store them, then you might have to, this type of leaf, you might have to dehydrate or you might got to put in the sun. And I'm gonna show you why. Give me 1 second. Yes, sorry for that, guys. This one. This one is a I think this one is a oregano. The scent of it is so thick and strong, but the leaf itself is very thick. So to dry this, it's gonna take a while to air dry. Most people, this is a next one too. This is another thyme. We call them thick leaf thyme. I'm sure other people call them different names. But what I'm saying is, these type of thick leaf, you might have to either dehydrate them or sun dry them because they're not gonna dry. They're gonna take forever inside to dry because these leaves, it thick and it have a lot of substance inside of them. So stuff like these. So don't get me wrong. Certain herbs you might have to dehydrate or sun dry. But when you're talking about lemongrass, cornflower, marigold, basil, all this stuff can actually um, air dry. But this is oregano. This is a type of oregano, and this is we call this a thyme. We call it thick leaf thyme. I'm sure other people call it differently, but these type, what I do, I blend them. This is what I do. I blend them together and keep them in the refrigerator. I do it by small portion. I don't just do a whole lot. So I blend them and I put them together. I put them in the refrigerator and use them. Okay? Now, this basil here. This is a basil right here. You see, guys? I don't play, man. I don't play when come on my hopes. This is why I encourage you guys to grow some herbs because I don't play. No, this is a basil. This is a basil I have here. What I go do now, you wash this very well and hang this up and air dry this. I wouldn't sun dry this. I will air dry this. So we have the basil. God, man, this thing is so strong, man. The scent of this thing is just amazing. So the only thing I'm gonna let me see. Oh, Mike say love basil. I know, Mike. Trust me, I know. I know you love basil, Mike. Hey, Sylvia Garden Adventure, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes, I'm in the dark here, just relaxing and just chilling. Thank you for being here. I try to air dry all of my herbs. That's what I'm talking about, Sylvia's. That's what I'm talking about, air dry. I believe I am a fan of air drying. I'm a fan of air drying. I do not like sun dry nor dehydrate. This is why with these leaf, I prefer blending them. Like cut a few of them, blend them. You use them for seasoning. Some people also use them for tea as well. You see, but I use them for seasoning. Like you want to season your pot. You're cooking some food and you just want to season it. So that's another way of receiving the benefit from it by cooking it. It could become a seasoning for your pot. You just shake it in your pot. You could blend it up with some celery, some parsley, some onion, some garlic. Blend them all together, and you have a nice seasoning. Some people also add a little garlic to it, guys. Add a little garlic to it. Yes, an onion. So you this is a good way you could make sauce for your kitchen. Let me give you a good way to make. You grab all the graty basil and lemon with honey. Yes, Mike, that's what I'm talking about. You call it there, Mike. You call it there. Yes. Hey, Jim Mama Grows, how you doing? Thank you all for coming out, man. I appreciate you guys watching them videos, man. You guys did great. Yes, you guys did amazing. But yes, so I try, the truth is, man, I try to grow a lot of herbs. I try to grow all different type of herbs. And my main goal is storing them. Because sometimes basil with tomato, oregano, great paste, exactly, Mike. Basil, great flavor, great flavor. And it's so many different type of basil, man. Damn, it's so many type of basil. So many different type. Yeah, so you could blend. You could blend your seasoning together. You could blend it as a paste, like we might say. You could do it as a paste and you could do it as a liquid. When I say liquid, not like just water, but thick and runny. So you could blend them up and keep them in a bottle in your refrigerator. Some people add vinegar to it because vinegar give it a more lifespan. Keep it more longer. But like most of the time, if you know, you just do it portion by portion. So whatever you use, you're gonna use it down in a few days. So some people use water and some people use vinegar to preserve it. So when you use the vinegar, it lasts. You could have it in your fridge, or you could have it on your shelf. You see? Hey, Buji Pepper, how you doing? Thank you for being there. Vinegar and honey preserver. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Let me see. I can't wait for my Roman tomato to ripe too. Myself. Okay, you know what? You know what? I have some tomato right now that I'm gonna be harvesting pretty soon. Man, them thing growing beautiful. Even though, even though the weather is so hot, them thing is growing. But you know what? Tomato love hot sun too, so I don't think the heat is bothering them. But guys, yes, for the people who know coming, I was actually talking about some herbs and how I dry them. I even now went and picked some fresh marigold, some fresh lemongrass, because I love to. My thing is, it's about growing and storing because I don't believe I should buy tea in the winter. I should have enough tea to last me throughout the winter into the spring. So there's some bags that I'm using that work beautiful, because with them bags it have an it have a little airflow. So because the thing is, sometimes we try to store the herbs them, and we're not giving them air to breathe, and sometimes they need to breathe. You see, because sometimes you might store the herbs them, and a couple limbs might be even damp. The limb might be damp. Hey, good evening, Brandon. God, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, so the limb might be damp, and because the limb is damp, that could create mold. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. So make sure your herbs them is dry properly before you store them. And I really don't believe storing them in a plastic bag is a good idea. That's my opinion, guys. Let me see. Wait. That's what I'm working on. Harvesting enough to get. I agree with that. Harvesting enough to get winter months. Yes. That's very important. That's what I try to do every year. So every year I keep growing with fresh herbs. I tap up every year. I tap up every year. So I try to use all through the winter. I drink a lot of tea during the winter. Let me start put them thing on the screen. Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying to flip up pint jars of herbs. Okay. Okay. I agree with that. Save as much as you can. Herb is essential. We all need herbs. You check what I'm saying? But one thing I'm gonna say to you, do not overuse these herbs, and you you cannot be drinking every herbs at the same time. You understand? Because you got to be mindful of that. Let me see. Mine is wedding bags hung up in basement. Okay. So Mike is using wedding bags, he say, hang up in the basement. Yep. Brandon say, some I dry and some I prefer to freeze in olive oil. Okay. Okay, that's another way again. That's another way of, you see, this is the thing. We learn from each other, guys. We learn from each other. So Brandon say she dries some of her herbs, and she also prefer to freeze in olive oil. You know what? All right. You know what? I never use. I never did that one. I never did that one where you put it in olive oil and freeze it. I never did that. So that's something new. That's something new I'm learning. So, guys, that's another way of preserving. That's what it's about. We all learn from each other. Okay. Only one or two different herbs I've seen people just grabbing 10 herbs, 40. Right. Listen to me. I'm sure there's people who grab many different type of herbs together and just make tea. And sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes it just work together. And then there's a lot of herbs as well that works with each other. So I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I believe, but me, I cannot just drink 10 different herbs together. I don't think it's a good idea. Well, for me, I prefer, because you got to remember everything. You can't do too much. You understand? It's always, you have to do it by portion. And I don't think too much is a good idea. For real. I don't think too much is a good idea. I like that for basil and parsley. It keep the flavor fresh. I don't like dry basil. Okay. All right. I hear that, brother. I hear that. Okay. Can can low temperature steep in oil to make textures? No, I'm not sure, Mike. Because I'm not sure. Maybe somebody could answer that for Mike. Rosemary, garlic frozen in olive oil, great for grilling. Oh wow. I never I never did it before. No, you see, that's what I'm saying. I'm surely gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm surely gonna try it. Herbs are medicine. I agree with that. Would you say who is talking about Willis? Okay. Yes. I just I'm used to drying it and blending it. Like blending it and keep it in the refrigerator. But now this is another way I'm definitely gonna try with the olive oil. I'm surely gonna try that. I'm definitely gonna try that this year. Yes. So how you guys doing tonight, man? Listen me, I so appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, you guys did your thing. And I thank you all for participating in this challenge. Whether you finish to the end or not, I still thank you all for even taking the time out to even begin. Because the truth is, without you guys, there's not a challenge. There's ain't no challenge without you guys. You know what I mean? So I appreciate each and every one of you. And we coming again next year. We definitely coming again next year. We're gonna go as long as we can. But don't forget, guys, make sure your video is up. Make sure your video is up, because today is the last day. No, I have 5 days left. 5 days left to run through these videos. Put the oil mixture in a silicone ice tray. Once frozen, put them in freezing bag. Use as needed. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Thank you, Sylvia Garden Adventure. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. So guys, don't forget, there's gonna be prizes given away on that day. All right. And don't forget it, whether you win or not, you still a winner. Whether you win a prize or not, you still a winner. So shout out to Variety Aspect for donating that somebody could win $225. That's between um TIYG and Variety of Aspect. Yes, shout out to you all for donating that someone could walk away with $225 in their pocket. Cash up, I guess. Someone will be walking away with $200, 225. Then also someone also gonna walk away with $100 gift card. I think it's for seeds. Then there will be, yes, 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 Jim Mama, thank you. Yes. Then someone also gonna walk away with $100 gift card. Mike say, I just want the money. Pepper seed, if you come in. Okay, okay. Yes. So there's gonna be a gift card, two gift card. We also gonna have a garden package, a garden tools. Yes, garden tools, a package with garden tool. Someone gonna be winning a package with garden tools. Then we also have another $75 gift card. So, and then my package is a surprise. I'm not calling out what I'm giving until that day. Okay, but I will be giving away a prize as well. So we're gonna have, wait, hold on, let me see if I can do the screen virtual background. Let me see. All right, guys, we're gonna have to keep it like that. Yes. So there will be, okay. Yes. So there will be two gift card, one for $100 and one for 75. There's gonna be a garden tools, a package with garden tools, and they're also gonna be $225, and also what plant are gonna give away. All right, so be ready, guys, on the 30th of June, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have a beautiful time, and make sure you get your tea ready because we also gonna be running a few videos as well. Someone gonna have their whole journey display on that night. Plus, we're gonna run a couple more video for other people. So make sure you be there. Mike, when Mike say, Mike, you know what, Mike? You know what? I'm gonna pack a nice pack of seed for you, Mike. And I'm gonna make sure I write the name them. All right. And guess what too? I have some new flavor this year. I have some new flavor this year. Yes, I have some new flavor this year of hot pepper, and I know you love your hot pepper, Mike. Wait, hold on, hold. You know what, Brandon? Thank you for coming out tonight because yes, I was trying. Oh wow. Hold on, let me see. Just got it up. They look super hot. Okay, all right. Monkey face pepper. Yeah, Mike. I'm gonna get some for you, Mike. Okay, let me see what Jim Mama say. At Planta, did you? Yes, Jim Mama, I got the picture. Yes, I did got the picture. Yes, I did get it. I see the whole thing. I was even looking at it today. I was looking at it today. Yes, Jim Mama, as I got the picture. Yes, I was looking at it today. I'm gonna display it that night. I'm gonna display it Monday night, so the post could see actually what they win. All right. And yes, Brandon, thank you for coming out because you know what? I remember. Oh wow, guys, we have another gift as well that Brampton Gardner. Yes, yes, yes. And I was trying to get on to you because I'm hoping that you was coming in Wonder Live that we could I could have asked you the question. But I'm glad you're here tonight. Yes, Brampton gonna be giving away. Yes, thank you for that, Brampton. Yes, did you remember? Wait, hold on. Is I want to make sure. I want wait. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me find out first. There was someone promised something. Hold on. Yes, a mug. Okay, right. Thank you. Brampton did promise a mug. So someone also. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brampton. Yes. Oh wow. Yes. Yes, a mug. So also we have a mug as well. So yes, guys. So that's another gift for that night. So it's gonna be a beautiful night. So let's come out that night and just have fun. Okay? Yeah, Mike. I know you love pepper. I'm gonna definitely I want all I want. Once Mike has pepper, he feel like he won already. Yes. It's like a mini It's like a mini quail coaster. All right, thank you. Someone will be happy to win that. And we appreciate that. Just let me know who win. Yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much. Can I win the Dexter? Yes, guys. Shipping would be, oh, wow. Yes, exactly. So for you to ship it here to me, for me to ship it back to the don't make no sense. I agree with that. Don't make any sense. And that's the same thing I say with everybody. For all the people who donating, I prefer they send it to the person. I prefer they send it directly to the person instead of sending it to me. Then I gotta send it to them. Yes. Thank you all for that. So now, guys, we have another gift goes to another winner, which is wonderful. So, yes, thanks everyone who donate to this challenge. You guys did wonderful. So, I mean, when you think about it, man, it deserve. You guys deserve. Even though whether you win a gift, yes or no, you still a winner. But you all deserve it, man, for real. Because I know the challenge. I watch some of you, some people went to some serious challenge. Some people went to challenge where they have also keep like resetting like keep resetting more seed. But I understand the challenge. I know the challenge. So I thank each and every one of you for participating. I thank each and every one of you to be a part of the challenge, and I'm looking forward. Wait, would you mama say? All right, hold on. Jimama. Okay. Yeah, the 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that a good time for you guys? Is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time a good day? If that's a good time for you guys, let me know. If not, I can switch it, but that might be a time when everybody home from work, who is working. Yes, Jimama. Hell yes. You, I, yes, Jimama. I agree with that. I agree with that. After you don't set your seed, and okay, all right. After you don't set your seed, right? And you know what happens? Sometimes the seed them germinate so beautiful. 8:30 sound good? Okay, all right. 8:30. So guys, remember, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, the 30th of June, we're gonna be having our giveaway. All right, 8:30, 8 p.m., 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay. Yes, starting over ain't easy. And I agree with you, Jimama. I agree with you because after the thing is, man, sometimes you set the seed them, they germinate so nice, and then you don't know what happened. You just see they start slipping out, passing out one by one. Next thing you notice, all gone. Sometimes you set your seed and none germinate. So I know it's a challenge. It is a challenge. And I know you all know it's a challenge. But at the end of the day, man, we got to be proud of ourselves that we was able to start from seed and we did not go to the store to buy our seed for our herbs. You see what I'm saying? Okay, Brampton say I didn't start over much, but I was already growing some other herbs I started before. Okay, all right. Okay. That what listen to me, it's I see and you see the thing is too guys, listen to me. I don't wait. If I set seed and I see 2 weeks pass, I'm not even going 2 weeks, 10 days pass and they enjoy me. I'm looking for different seed. Is either I set over more seed or I'm looking for a different path. Some seed take a very long time. You see, time, yeah, time take a very long time. Time and I think lavender as well. Lavender take a long time as well. Yeah, time and lavender. I think oh man, with rosemary. Yeah, some seed that take a very long time. Okay. I had two adult plant die. Was sad. I can imagine Stevie died, but I made power version and all thing was rabbit would left. Okay, all right. Okay, Jim Mama. The seed that don't germinate within 3 to 5 days irritated me too. Yes, I agree. I agree. I really don't sit back and wait and seed. I'm telling you. From the time I ain't see no seed, I ready to start sowing. I hear you, Chihuahua. Some of my seed took a month and I had to give up on them. Yep. Ruined two-legged critics and my time was there, but come back. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's wonderful, Mike. That's good news there, man. I found some buried self-seeded in my garden now after babying those 3 for the challenge. Wow. Okay. They water in a week and drop more. Yeah, man. I don't really wait and seed, man. For real. The mulch was replaced where the plant was. Oh, the mulch was okay. I got you. Okay. Okay, Sylvia, see, my my time is coming now. Okay, the time I have, they come back every year as well. I have some time every year, but one thing I notice with them, they don't do well in the spring, in the summer, but they do well in the spring. The time died to root, but now full of life. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. Your mama do that and they all come back up. Okay. I move in apartment that has like weeds in the grass. My wallet didn't. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Basically, this challenge make us all learn something. For real. We all learn from this challenge. Ain't that something? We all learn. We all learn that some seeds don't, some seed take a pretty long time to germinate. You know, let me tell you, some seed take so long to germinate. You have times when I shake the soil that was in the container into another container and plant different stuff inside it. Then I see the seed them start germinating. Some seed take forever. So you gotta be patient sometimes. Sometimes you could throw them away and they did not they didn't reach to germinate as yet. The next thing again, sometimes seed take a certain amount of water for them to germinate. And sometimes you can't give them too much water because sometimes it's like we drown them. Too much water drown them sometimes. These are experience I had already. This is what I'm sharing. You cannot too much water. And then sometimes you have to make sure they get enough water for them to germinate fast. So these are things you must try. If you notice they taking too long, sprinkle a little more water because sometimes the water ain't enough for them to open up themselves. I've seen it for my own self. But the truth is, I love to see seeds start germinating within 4 or 5 days. Because harvest was weed. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, okay. Way to go. All right. Yes. So gotta continue watch them videos, guys. Don't forget, guys. Make sure you mention about that day, man. Voice to say probably want too much better. Okay. Make sure you mention for the 30th of June, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is when we're gonna have the prize giveaway. So it's gonna be excited. So like I said, guys, make sure you have your hot cup of tea. You have your water just sitting there and you just dipping your tea inside of it because it's gonna be for a couple hours. Yes, it's gonna be for a couple hours. Let's enjoy and let's encourage the participant. Let's encourage them. And for the next year, we're going again for the next year. We just continue doing this thing because at the end of the day, is a lot of benefit we getting from it. We learning because I'm learning. I'm telling you, I'm learning a whole lot from you guys. Believe it or not, I'm learning. a whole lot, because many herbs I didn't hear about. I'm hearing about them from you guys. Many of them. Never heard about them, but I'm heard about them from you guys. So the truth is, we all learn from each other. Yes, we all learn from each other. The wild spinach was mild, delicious. You know what? I, I was eating some wild lettuce. I was eating some wild lettuce earlier this spring, and it's my first time eating wild lettuce. And them thing was nice. I didn't know why lettuce was so sweet. Yes, indeed, I've learned a lot this challenge. Yes, yes, yes. I myself, I hope my wild arugula isn't bitter, but it look bitter. You know, this. Oh, sorry. The scent of the arugula is really. It have a poking scent. That's the thing. It have a poking taste. It have a poking taste, but it's poking, very, very strong, strong poking taste. But I like it. Very poking taste, but I like it. Yes, made me resort so much. All right, exactly. So at the end of the day, it's about educating ourselves. Yes. Aruga is spicy. Gotta get them young and tender leaf. Oh, yes. They have this kind of, yes, it's spicy and poking. Yes, yes, that's true. That is true. But you know, Aruga, mine come back every year, you know. They come back every year, and here when they die out in the summer, then they come back in the fall. Mine come back every year. It's growing better melon this year. I'm scared. Oh wow. Okay, Brandon say, I like them. Okay, I hear that. You young and I hear that. Okay, I'm growing bitter melon this year. Bitter melon. I never grow bitter melon. You know what? I gotta start looking to some different things, man. Yeah, it's good pickle and add it to stir fry. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Well, all right, guys. I gotta say, I appreciate each and every one of you, and don't forget, guys, to mention, because on the 30th, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful night. Yes. So get your fresh cup of hot water and your tea by the side, and you just sipping all night. We got to congratulate everyone for this experience. Yes. Yes. You guys did amazing. But yes, guys, I'm going on end. The battery is getting pretty low. So before it cut out on me, I got to say thank you all. Thanks for all the support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a blessed and wonderful night. Happy gardening, everyone, and make sure you be ready for that day. Yes. Yeah, Mike. Yes. So, all right, man. You guys have a blessed, wonderful night. All right. Stay blessed. Well, yes, 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 yes. All right, Buji Pepper. Thank you all. Thank you, Buji. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Jim Mama Goose. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank everybody who passed through tonight. I appreciate you all. And don't forget, the 30th, we're going to have a beautiful night. Yes. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you all.